the late doe season here in Michigan. It's December 28th, right between Christmas and New Year's, and it's warm. It's 50 degrees out. It's windy though, so it's a little chilly. But it's the annual doe competition, our doe contest for our co-op. So tonight I'm looking for a big doe, one of those big ones that the chest is just squared off on. And these deer have been hitting this cut cornfield pretty good. But this is our annual doe-a-thon, so the biggest doe wins. And there's only 3 been registered already, but one of them was 119 pounds field dress. So we're looking for a big one, and down in this area, my chances of seeing one that's 120 pounds are pretty slim. I've taken a few out here that were that size, but around here the doe contests are typically won in that 150, 120 pound field dressed range. There was one up north last year. I think there was something like 250 does registered, and I think the winner was in the 140s poundage, field dress. So I've got some long shooting here. I've got only about 200 yards this way, but if I'm looking over this way, I can shoot basically as far as this gun can shoot. I've got about 400 yards across this field here. I'm ready out to about 300 yards with this 41 Great Lakes. Tonight I'm shooting the 41 Great Lakes. It's a Ruger American that has been rebarreled in 41 Great Lakes. I've got a GSL suppressor on the end of it. I've got a Burris Veracity pH scope on it, so I can just dial the yardage. It's really, really nice. And then it's all put into an MDT, a light sniper chassis, a light sniper system, an LSS chassis. So it makes it nice and comfortable. I've got an Arca rail on that chassis, so I've got this thing in a tripod, so those longer shots are not a big deal. I don't have to hold the gun all night long. I don't have to get on sticks and try to steady myself. It's not so bad. It's a little easier for those longer shots. And for this doe hunting, I'll take every advantage I can get, because it's nice to be able to sit here with your hands in your pockets when it is cold, with this Arca rail, being able to snap it into the tripod. But I already saw a doe moving back in that bedding area back in there. It looked like it was a fawn, but I've got a lot of movement around me. This wind is blowing this foxtail around, so I can move quite a bit and get away with it. It's really nice. But these deer have been coming out all along this field edge. Just one night they're way down at that end. The next night they're right up here in the corner, which would be less than 100 yards. So I don't really care where they are, as long as they're within 300 yards would be nice. And a big one. They're just pouring out of that woods. There's got to be a big doe in that group. There's 7 small bucks and 1 or 2. There might only be 2, or there might be 2 decent does in there, but neither of them is very big. I got one coming out over here too. I don't think any of those are big enough. Just be a pile of does out here tonight. There's 7 bucks, 2 okay does, and a fawn that I've seen all night. So 10 deer, that's not too bad. I just need to see that big one. was about 175 yards. Got one over here too. That's just that fawn. I think I got her, but I'm not positive. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage. I can't see her. She went around the other side of that swale, I think. I don't think she's down there. But it looked like she, you know, stumbled on her front end. I was shooting right for her shoulder. I'm gonna have to go down there and take a look, but that was pretty cool. She looked pretty decent. I would guess she's just over 100 pounds. I would not guess she's close to that 120 that I'm going to need to win this contest. But boy, that was fun. We need to take does anyways, so why not make it a contest and have a bunch of fun with a bunch of neighbors? And it's always fun to do that. So, oh yeah, look at the size of that. Oh, she might be better than I thought. A big doe. Man. Kind of looks like the bullet right there. Oh yeah, I can feel the bullet. I can feel the bullet right there. I'm gonna have to cut that out. But look at the size of that doe. Very nice. I'm very happy with that. You know, it's fun to reach out there and touch them with this 41 Great Lakes that I'm shooting, and with the suppressor on the end. These deer don't know what's going on a lot of the time with the suppressor, so it makes it really nice if you want to take multiple deer. A lot of times you're able to. So big doe. I don't know if she's big enough to win the contest, but I'm very happy with that one. Made a good shot, 175 yards. That 175 grain Bear Creek ballistics. Those are hand loads that I hand loaded. So, but she only went, yeah, she couldn't have gone more than 20 yards, a little over 20 yards. She must have just went off frame on the camera. So big doe. I'm gonna tag her up here and get her out of here. You talk about perfect performance. Look at that. Just beautiful. I would say near 100% weight retention, I would guess. I'll have to check it out. Was a 175 with a ballistic tip. So the ballistic tip's about 2 grains. Very cool. Couldn't ask for better performance than that. Well, we will see what happens. I'm driving over to the weigh-in right now. Just got her gutted. She's bigger than I thought she was. When she walked out, I wasn't sure. I knew she was a big adult doe, but I didn't know how big. We'll see how close I can get on this. But I'll guess 110 pounds. Leading right now is 119, but she may fool me. She kind of filled up that jet sled pretty good, so we'll see what happens when we get here.
I'll have to hang out with you more often.
I know it.
Every time you walk by me, you hand
Well,
me
you gotta
money.
remember, you paid in Porker Award, largest doe, 2024
You got money, dude.
Doe-a-thon.
Look at that.
Look at that. You get it, don't you? You with Grandpa. Yeah, look at that. Hold it up to the camera.
All right. Porker doe. We got the big one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to my daddy's channel.